Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Back for this Friday slate. We have another full 15-game slate. Second time this week we've had a full slate. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys all had a great night last night. Ended up being a good night thanks to my pitchers. Marquez and Robbie Ray was very low owned, and he went out and threw a gem. And then Tyler White's ninth inning home run came clutch as he put me into the money, so happy about that. Also, Stanton had a big game, and then a very cheap value play. Ronnie Rodriguez got me 19, so very good night last night. Trying to get another one tonight, so let's get right into it. My NFL Week 1 picks video will be out probably later tonight, early this evening, so be on the lookout for that. It is the last weekend before football starts, which is amazing. Just the sound of that just makes me super excited, as I'm sure it does for you guys. I'm also going to be adding my own personal projections to my website for football, so if you want to become a member and get all the access to the pages, a Slack chat, as well as my personal projections, all for that low price. But let's get into this slate. At pitcher, I like Suarez a lot at 7,800. Andrew Suarez. Paying pitchers in AT&T at this time of year is a great strategy. It's a great ballpark to pitch in. It's supposed to be very pitcher-friendly conditions with the weather, about 60 degrees. Suarez has some upside. He's been pitching a lot better at home this year. ERA more than 2 runs lower at home. Batting average way down, whip way down. So he's been pitching excellent at home this year. Great price tag at 7,800. And he's been lights out against lefties. And this Mets team is forced to play a bunch of lefties in the lineup. So they're going to have Conforto probably. They're going to have Conforto, Bruce, Nemo. At least 2 of those 3. Jeff McNeil is going to be in there. So they're probably going to have 4, maybe 5 lefties in the lineup. And Suarez has absolutely shut down lefties this year. And the righties that the Mets do have, now that they traded away Bautista, they just don't have a lot of power from the right side. They have guys like Austin Jackson, Rosario. So guys that don't have a ton of power. And I think Suarez in this ballpark should be able to limit the damage and just have a great game. So I like him a lot at 7,800. Second pitcher I like is Austin Gomber at 7,700. Since he's got moved into the starting rotation, been pitching very solid. Gets to face the Cincinnati team, which is not great against left-handed pitching. The best hitter, Eugenio Suarez, is he got scratched from last night's game, so he might miss tonight's game as well with back tightness. So you got to keep a lookout on that. If Suarez is out, then it just becomes a much easier matchup for Gomber. But either way, the Reds have a bunch of lefties like Vados, Jeanette, and I think Shabler and Gomber has been good against lefties. They don't have a ton of, and this Reds team is not great against left-handed pitching besides Suarez. So I think Gomber can be a great play tonight at 77. Should also get a lot of run support as well with Homer Bailey pitching for the Reds. And then for first base today, I like Tyler White once again. Came through in the clutch last night. This guy is just a great hitter. Hitting right in the heart of the lineup. He looks like Evan Gattis, but he hits much better for average. At 4,400, this guy is never highly owned, and it's a great matchup here against Jaime Barria. Barria is the definition of reverse splits. As you look at his numbers against righties, 297 batting average against, 543 slugging against, 392 WOBA. Against lefties, he has held them to 220 average, and has been excellent against lefties, but this Astros team is loaded with righties. Just, the top 6 guys should all be righties here. And they definitely roughed up Barria in his last start against the Astros. So I like the Astros once again today. They let me down last night a little bit, except for White. I think tonight they get back on track with the offense. So I love White at 44. I love Altuve at 4,800. Altuve's been reverse splits this season. Against righties, he's hitting 343 with a 483 slugging. Against lefties, his batting average is a little lower with a 295, so gets a righty here, a righty that struggles against fellow righties. Altuve has been heating up a little bit since he's come back from his injury, and I feel like this is a great spot for him to have a big game at 48. So give me Jose Altuve. Third base, I like Miguel Sano at 4,100. Sano has been on a bit of a cold streak lately. He has 15 strikeouts in his last 35 at bats. Not hitting the ball well, but this is a great spot for him to get back on track in Texas heat against Drew Hutchinson. Sano strikes out at an insane clip. We all know that. But Hutchinson only has a 14% K rate to righties. So Hutchinson is not a strikeout pitcher. Just doesn't have strikeout stuff. So Sano should be able to put the ball in play, and if he strikes out like 3 times today against Hutchinson, then Sano should be back in the minor leagues because Hutchinson is a guy that Sano should absolutely crush in this heat. There's a potential for him to have a double donk game. So at 4,100, I like him right in the heart of the Twins lineup tonight. And then in the outfield, I like Jose Martinez once again. He's just a very solid hitter. I love playing guys that just great solid hitter, hits for average, hits for power, just does everything. 44 is a great price tag for him against Homer Bailey. Martinez has been crushing right-handed pitching this year. And Bailey, just, he's not a good pitcher at this stage of his career. It's supposed to be great hitting weather in St. Louis. So at 4,400, I just love Jose Martinez here at this spot. He's been hitting the ball really well at home and for some reason really crushes it against this Reds team, hitting 357 against them in 16 games. So I love Jose Martinez today at 4,400. You can play him at first base or the outfield. So there you have it. Those are the baseball picks I like for today. Stay tuned for my NFL video for tonight, for week 1 later tonight. Thanks for watching and good luck today.